Well, hello and welcome to this class. I'm excited to have you taking this journey with us. Whether you chose it or it was required, it doesn't matter. I'm still glad you're taking this course. I love this course. We cover a lot of ground, and I'm excited about being your guide through it. I want to take this opening lecture and really just a few minutes with you and sort of give you an orientation so you know where to go. I understand as a professor that some of you haven't had hermeneutics on your undergrad. No problem. We're going to start where you're at. We're going to make progress. I realize some of you have been preaching for 20 or 30 years. Great. I'm still hoping we can help you become even more careful as you interpret the Word of God. So regardless of where you're starting this journey, I'm excited for all of us to make progress. As we get an orientation to how to get started, let me make sure you've done a few things. Number one, if you haven't taken a look at the syllabus yet, please take a look at that. In a 7-week class, things come very, very quickly. Before you know it, projects are due, they sneak up on you. And so take a look at that, map some things out for you so you know where you're headed. It'll be a great help to you. Then take a moment and watch the video where I explain the syllabus. You can read it. You don't have to. It's optional. But if you feel like just having somebody talk you through it is a help to you, then that's there for you as well. Optional, but it's there. Thirdly, there's another lecture in that Getting Started module that talks about the big project going through 1 John. It's a big project. I would challenge you to watch that video now, and I would challenge you to watch it in a couple weeks from now as you're thinking more and more about it. Then in that Getting Started video, or that Getting Started module, you'll see there's some other things in there as well. There's some formatting tips. Some of you maybe haven't written a paper academically in 20 years. And so footnoting, Turabian, doing a bibliography page, how to properly cite something, you haven't thought about that in a long, long time. No problem. Have some tools there to help you get caught up immediately. What I hate as a professor is when students lose points from a really, really good concept and a really, really good paper because of formatting. Frankly, why it frustrates even more is because often the points that I'm taking away for formatting are things I've given tools on how to get ready for. There's a cheat sheet that you can just print out and just check before you submit. There is videos on how to do it's only a 3-minute video, how to do a footnote, how to do a bibliography. So I challenge you, check those. It'll help you throughout the rest of your career as a student in Turabian formatting. So take a look at the formatting helps. There is a formatting quiz there. You need to take it as many times as you need to. It's only 12 questions, but seeing that in practice will help you get ready. So take the quiz. And then you'll notice in the Getting Started module as well, there are 2 sample assignments. There's a sample assignment from article reviews because you're going to do some this semester. So you can see some that I have submitted in the past. That would give you a guide. And then secondly, you'll see a project that I submitted through a study of 1 Peter that's similar but not the same as what I'm requiring for 1 John. Watch the video about the project to know the differences, because if you just look at my sample, you're going to be overwhelmed. So my sample that's there on 1 Peter is something I uploaded for an MDiv program, which is a program beyond the next step past this degree you're in right now. So a little more requirements. But the thought pattern, the thinking through the text, a lot of tools there to help you see maybe a big picture, at least capture that from the sample. Now, in this opening week, a few things to make sure you're ready for. You'll have an opening lecture. I call it Foundational Elements, where we're going to talk about just introductory materials about getting ready to understand hermeneutics and even what that means. So watch the video. Frankly, in an online class, watch it as many times as you need to, any of these videos. Watch them as many times as you need to make sure you understand the concept. Most of the videos, the review videos, are going to be 10 minutes or less. The lectures are going to be 25 to 30 minutes. So it helps you sort of triage your time each week. This week, there are 2 discussion questions. Normally, that's not the case, but one of them this week is a meet and greet. I just want to get to know you. So take a look at that right underneath this video. You'll see discussions. So you'll see lectures, discussions, and a discussion, meet and greet. Click on it and tell me who you are. Then respond to some of your students. Then you'll see the actual academic discussion this week. This week, I want to just know something about your hermeneutical approach. How do you approach a text? What style do you use? What approach? What method? And that'll help me. We have 2 textbooks this week, this term. We go through them quickly. Carson's Exegetical Fallacy you'll be convicted. Okay, get over it. I'm convicted still when I read it. But it's good. It reminds us in places where we have blind spots. So read it, not and don't get depressed when you read it. Read it with the idea that I can learn from this. And some of it will be maybe more technical than others. Okay, fine, but learn what you can. Reading quizzes each week. The reading quizzes are open book every week. The reading quizzes are open book. Really, it's just a chance for me to make sure you're getting into the textbook because that supplements what I'm lecturing. So read Carson chapter 1 and 2, and then take that reading quiz this week. I think that's about it. Make sure you've looked at the getting started. You understand the requirements of the syllabus. You've taken a look at the formatting helps. You've taken a look at the sample assignments. You know what's expected this week. There's a video lecture on foundations. There are 2 discussion questions and a reading quiz. Other than that, I think you're set. Feel free to reach out to me as you get stuck or have questions or want to maybe hash something out or talk about it a little more in detail. Be glad to help. Okay? Looking forward to seeing you in lecture number 1. Okay? See you there.